Hello everyone, I wanted to say that this video is pretty special and I wanted to dedicate it to a wonderful person, my dear friend, the best channel supporter any content provider could dream of, and an amazing patron, Kelly May. From the bottom of my heart and on behalf of our little community, I want to say that we love you. And I know that you'll be watching with us. I've got many messages of you saying that you really like the surprise element of my art, that you never know what's coming up this Saturday. But today, I want to surprise myself. All I know is I'm going to use this canvas, 50 by 20, and I picked some colors. And I fancy something really easy and something abstract. So I will pour the background and then see what happens. I'll look at the background and I'll decide where it will go. I picked a specific color palette because I had some leftover paint for my mountain painting. I was using some teals. This is phthalo green and phthalo blue together with some titanium white, and more white here and even more white here. So I created those shades. Here we've got predominantly phthalo blue, a little bit of phthalo green, and a little bit of Mars black. So this is the darkest paint. We've got the smallest amount possible of burnt umber and a little bit of gold. That gave me this, I would call it sort of vanilla ice cream color. You can see how the paint runs off the stick. Look at this. Uninterrupted stream and a little build up. It's not thick at all, but if I think it's a bit too thick, like this one maybe, I'll just spray, this is water. Spray a really small amount of water to make sure that all the paints are the same. I do want them quite runny because I haven't used my crazy hairdryer for quite some time and I fancy using it. So what's in the paint? So one part of the color I mixed to one part of Floetrol, and the Floetrol I used is called Overtrol, which is the British version, and one part of my pouring medium, which is water mixed with PVA glue. Let's put the canvas on these. There were some questions, what are they? They were actually containers from Play-Doh. I utilize everything I can find, as you can see. Okay, that's that. Now in my head I've got a kind of background composition. I want some dark, a really dark section, and this part will be lightened up. But it's pouring acrylic, so we'll see what we'll get. It may not be what I am hoping for. I was going to layer the paint straight away here, but then I thought I would like something in the background, something with no color, so what shall I do? What if I just spread a little bit of Floetrol? Hopefully that won't affect anything, just to make the canvas a little bit moist. Whoops, like that. I don't know, I just had this thought that that might help the paint move a bit, but as you can see, the amount is hardly visible. Well, I'll better start applying the paint because this is getting dry. Alright, so we're starting this corner. I want quite a lot of this lovely color. I'm going to use palette knife just to spread it. Oh, isn't it gorgeous, rich color? Just making sure the corner is covered. Probably want even more. That's a lot. Let's just do this mid-tone. I think I need more of those colors, to be honest. I'm not too keen on sales actually this time at all. Oh, that section, what do I want here? You could really see I don't know what I'm doing, but that's fun. All the top section will be this color, and maybe some more of that. I should always leave some paint for later because if I want to fix some section. If you haven't seen this contraption before, this is my crazy friend, the hairdryer. I made the nozzle myself. Please don't try to do it because it's dangerous. I think I'm using it safely. Shall I use some gold? Just a little bit of gold. Just a little bit maybe, but a really small amount. Just like that. Lowest setting. Oh my goodness, what happened? This gold. Oh, I said I didn't want any sales. This is so funny, but I am loving the colors. So you know what? I'll just fix the bottom. I am going to use a palette knife because I think I want some kind of a slightly different effects as well. So let me just figure it out now. I can definitely make some interesting floral piece out of it. What I want is some of the white stuff to go here. I'll have fun now. I'm just going to add some stuff. That's what I will do. Of course, that part will be covered with this. If I want, I might add a bit of light, but I'm not sure at the moment. Maybe. I really fancy some gold now. Perhaps I could add a couple of lines. I really don't want to spoil it. What is going on? Okay, we'll have some organic stuff, that's fine. Meanwhile, all those strips, perfect for the edges, if the edges are not covered. And if they are covered, I'm going to collect all the paint as usual, you know me. Never waste anything. That's what we have at the moment. I am in love with the colors. Dried beautifully. Now I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, what is it? What can you see? I can see some kind of a seaweed, I think, but I'm quite tempted to darken some sections. I'm using exactly the same colors as on the painting, phthalo green and Prussian blue, just mixing them together. And I might add a bit of white. I think I am not too keen on that part. Okay, that's a slightly different color, more blue. That's fine with me. So I think that adding a bit of this bluish color, more bluish here and here, looks pretty nice. So I've got this thin brush and I think just wanted some highlights here. That definitely gave us some nice definition. Any more of these? Blues and teals look so nice, in my opinion. That's a little bit of a highlight here. Now adding some highlights on those curves, I'd just say it will create an effect of a bendy ribbon. Can you see that? And now I'm just doing the same here. Some more contrast. I'll lighten this one up. So that's what happens when you don't plan anything. You kind of let the painting lead you. So this is a bit of this cream color added. So now it's definitely resembling some seaweeds a bit more. Okay, so as you can see, we are kind of getting somewhere. I was drawn towards the seaweed, underwater plants, but now, once I made those changes, I see a giant sea kelp. And I wanted to check online and just tell me it doesn't kind of look like this. Isn't that cute? I'll go even further towards this direction, but I want to embellish it a bit just to make it a bit more fancy. And then I'm going to add those little, what are they? Those little bubbles. So, but already you have lots of them here anyway, but I want some golden ones, just a few golden ones, but I'll think about it later. At the moment, a little bit of a fancy artistic license here. To make it more exciting for everyone and definitely for me, I'm going to make a piping tool. I've used it in a couple of my latest videos and I really enjoyed it. So I'm not bored yet with this technique. I've got this little opening. I just wonder if it's not too wide now. Now, Liquitex Heavy Gesso. I'm going to mix it with gold. I could have done it just with gold paint, but I want it a bit thicker. I don't need much. I think that's way too much for my purpose. It's going to be much lighter since gesso is white. So we'll get this creamy color. My little crazy tool. Squeezing it. That's just really small. Never had anything that small. Oh, what a perfect line. Okay, so let's not waste it. So something. Oh, no. So let's take it off. Fortunately, it's so easy to wipe it off. Okay, let's try to join that. Just make sure that the connection is smooth. Or maybe not. The thing is, you have to be pretty fast. Because if I stopped here, that's what happened. I'm not happy with this. Oh, that could be redone. Look at this. With the end, I'm just going to make it thinner using a brush. Alright, so happy with one. Shall we add some more? Now I'm tempted to add a couple more. I've decided I am going to add one more, but because I want them to sort of cross at some point, I would rather wait for this to be completely dry, because if I have to wipe the other one off, I'll destroy this one. So meanwhile, I am ready to make those little bladders or floats, however you call them on kelp. And I was thinking, how do I make them? Would I make them out of polymer clay or just super heavy gesso? And then I had an idea. Being a hoarder as I am, I came across those amazing things. I actually used them once for my Christmas wreath. If you watched that video, I was so excited to find them, and this time I'm even more excited because they actually look like those bladders of floats. If you don't know what they are, any guesses? I'll give them a few minutes to have a guess. You can write it in the comments and then I'll explain later on. It'll be a little bit of suspense. I think I actually love them transparent, but I want them to be gold. So how about me painting just the bottom side gold and see what they will look like. And then I promise, yes, we'll finish, because otherwise I'll keep going and coming up with something else. So I bet one layer won't be enough. Oh, it's going to be very nice. Or how about doing this? That's more efficient. Fingers are super tools. One ready. So I'll put them like this. Okay, so I'm going to paint all of them, leave them alone, and I'll be back. I'll paint it just like this. I can't believe that I forgot my ingenious method from the Christmas wreath. I was so proud of myself and now I forgot it. There you go. They are stuck. They won't move. And I can paint them all without any problems. This is painter's tape. Sometimes I surprise myself. I wonder if some of you guessed what they are. Now I would like a second one somewhere here. Just like that. Okay, let's try. I think I would like one of them to be golden and one, let's just keep it the same ivory as the color of the paint, beige or whatever you call it. I've got a really small brush and I'm just touching this one. Now look at those that I made. So these are the resin drops that I'm repurposing, and I'm glad I kept them. I thought I would only need the ones that I shaped nicely, like round semicircles. But actually in this case, I want those. It's like almost like a piece of amber. It's because I painted underneath and we've got all the resin on top. And amber, well, related to the sea, so I'm really happy with that. So let's just arrange them now. Think, where do I want them? Small one. I don't have that many. I didn't want so many. Don't want to overload the piece with too many. There's one biggest. How pretty is that? I just get excited about little things. Yeah, let's try various arrangements and see what I like the best. This is the glue I'm using, diamond glaze, and that's the position of my little floaters or gas bladders. So I am going to glue them like this. I really like this glue. I use it for jewelry making and other things. One here, and let me hold it. And I'm going to stick them all. Well, I think the last thing I want to do is some kind of a leaf here. So let me just color it in. Well, sorry, I should say paint it in. Now, when I look at this now, I vaguely remember some years ago I saw a couple of paintings by an artist. I think it's an Indonesian artist who was making those leafy abstracts, I would say. I'll have to check online, I'll tell you. I was not inspired by her at all at the beginning, but now when I look at it now, it kind of reminds me some of her work. So I have to find her name, and I just want to share it. I think it's nice to mention other artists in your work as well. So my random attempt ended up being a sea kelp, fantasy sea kelp. Let's just add it. Oh, I know. I just remember the name. Her name was Novi Lim. I'll show you a couple of her works so you know what I mean. That it kind of strangely reminds me of. So she makes some kind of organic looking creations like this for quite a few years. I think I saw them a few years ago. Just reminded me of something like that. Organic creations. And there we are. I really hope you enjoyed this one. I must say that I'm pretty happy with the outcome, especially that I wasn't sure where it was leading at the beginning. Yes, it's a bit more abstract than most of my work, and I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to check out my Patreon for extended tutorials and more, as well as my website where you will find this piece for sale. I wish you all a lovely week and see you all next Saturday. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye!